Hey guys, this is Mrs. Lamphere, and this is just a quick orientation video for you for my specific classroom, and this class is web design. So I just wanted to throw this together to kind of show you around the classroom and kind of help you with getting started. So far there's only 4 of you in this class, but I have a feeling that number is going to change once we get rolling. So this is our course homepage. So this is our actual virtual classroom. And on this course homepage, this is where you'll find our announcements that I'll post every week. I've already had several up there for you to kind of read through, and I'll be posting a new one every week with upcoming assignments and other important information that I need to get across to you. So make sure you're always reading through these announcements. I think I said assignments before. These are my announcements, sorry, our course announcements. So make sure you're staying up to date on any announcements that are posted, because like I said, any changes to an assignment or changes for that week will be posted here, so make sure you're reading those. I also, in our announcements, I have some Class Connect recordings that I'll post here and an assignment video library, and I'll kind of get to those here later on in the video. But also on our course homepage, you'll see I'll be posting a weekly calendar of what assignments we have that week. And so I know today and Friday are supposed to be set aside for Study Island and Scantron. And I just gave you some really small, easy assignments to kind of, because I want you inside the classroom and kind of looking around and getting familiar. So I put a couple small, short assignments in here. So try and get those done on Thursday and Friday of this week. You'll also find this little chat box. This is just a great way for you to get a hold of me instantly. I set up my computer pretty much all day, and so if you do have a question, you can hit me up on the chat box here, and then on my end I will see that you have a question and I can help you out there. But always make sure to let me know, or if you don't tell me right away, I'll probably just ask you. So I have this chat box in all my classes, and it doesn't specify what class you're coming at me from. So make sure if you're Sally in web design, and just kind of let me know your name and what class you're in so I can better help you. And then also on our course homepage, we have a place for our class picture. And I'll talk more about that assignment here in a minute as well. If you look off to the left here, this is the blue navigation bar, and this is kind of where a lot of our links and tabs will get you to various things throughout the course. I have a link to our syllabus here, so if you have some time, definitely read through this. Some great information in here about the class and just some things you should be aware of. This is a very, very important link. This is our assignment calendar. So I have our entire semester planned out over the course of the next 18 weeks, and you obviously, as you can see, you should be working in the class every single day. There is something for you to work on every single day, so you should be spending, in all your classes, you should spend at least an hour in each class each day, and it might take more or less time depending on the assignments that are assigned that day. So I have some kind of important information regarding the calendar. You'll see on the calendar, assignments are due on the date that they are assigned, unless otherwise noted. So, for instance, on August 14th, this submit class picture assignment is due that day. The quiz is due this day on August 28th. But if it says something where, like, for instance, begin study guide, then that's just when you should be starting it. And then you'll submit that study guide when it says to submit the study guide. So that study guide's not due until August 28th when it says submit. So pay close attention to that. Zeros will be entered into the grade book every Monday morning for uncompleted assignments from the previous week. So if you go for this next week, August 18th through the 22nd, any assignments that are not completed will go in as zeros on Monday morning, August 25th. And then you'll have one more week to complete the previous week's assignments before those zeros stay permanent. So you kind of get a week of a grace period in order to get the previous week's assignments done. But don't fall into that habit because you'll end up just kind of always being a week behind. Second attempts are allowed for quizzes and any writing assignments only during the 1 week grace period. So if you don't like the grade you got on a quiz, I do allow you to retake it. And I think you can retake it twice is how I have it set up. And so as long as you're doing it within that week grace period, you will be good to go. Items on this calendar that are in bold print count for a grade. So we have some reading assignments that doesn't necessarily count for a grade, but anything that's bolded is graded. So even though there are some reading assignments in here, the study guide is graded, and you should be filling out the study guide as you're reading. So you're going to be kind of filling that out every day if you're not working on an assignment. And also, little asterisk here, calendar is subject to change. Changes will be posted in the announcements or sent to you via K-mail. So just a heads up, if you download this calendar right away, just so you know it can change, but I will alert you of any changes, so don't think that this is all set in stone. And I do have a link here for you to download this calendar. It's just a nice, simple Word document, so you can have your own copy. And my suggestion would be to print this off and have it at your disposal. Here we go. So you can download it as a Word document. I would strongly suggest to print this off and just use it as a daily checklist as you work throughout the course. So that's very important information, again, on our class calendar. This link will take you to my contact information. Should you ever have questions, you can always reach me through K-mail or the chat box on the course homepage. My phone number is here if you have something a little more pertinent that you need to get a hold of me about. So that information is there for you. Class Connects, our live sessions, will be held on Tuesdays at 8:30 a.m., so bright and early on Tuesday mornings. You are required to attend Class Connects, so make sure you are at these bright and early sessions on Tuesday mornings. During the Class Connects, we'll kind of look at any of the assignments you're working on, help kind of troubleshoot any problems you might be having, discuss the text and what we're learning about that week, and so on and so forth. We'll have different activities, we'll review for exams, work on some assignments together if we need to, so they're very beneficial to go to. You should also read through this course help, academic integrity. Those are kind of just some basic items that you can look at on your own. But another thing I wanted to point out is this link to an open classroom. So how I like to use this open classroom is if you're having issues on an assignment and you really just want some one-on-one help, I have this open classroom set aside here, which you can access through this link, and you can hit me up on the instant messenger saying, hey, Ms. Lamphere, I have a question, can we jump into the classroom? We can get into a one-on-one session in the open classroom, and I can help you out in there. A lot of times I use this if it's something like if we both need to be looking at something at the same time. That's really helpful for us to do. So below your course home tab on this blue navigation bar, this is where you'll start the actual course. And I added this before you begin unit in here. These are your first couple assignments. This is where this welcome video will be once I get it finished up, plus the questions that you should be answering along with it. You'll want to copy and paste those in a Word document and then submit them to the Dropbox. The class picture is another one of your first assignments. This is just a chance for you guys to submit a selfie if you want, or some sort of logo, something that best represents you, and that's what we'll put into the course homepage, that little class picture thing on the front. So this is also a little 5-point assignment, so send me something, even if you don't have a selfie, and keep it appropriate. Had some issues in the past of people really wanting to flaunt their stuff. So keep it simple, keep it appropriate, just a nice headshot would be great. And then I also have this little discussion activity, just to kind of help us all get to know each other a little better. Make sure you read through the instructions here, and then you will copy and paste these questions into a response. You'll choose this respond link, and you'll copy and paste those questions, and then type out your answers into your response. Again, just so we can get to know you a little better. I actually filled one out also, so you can read through that and get to know me a little better. So I would like to have those 3 things done by Friday. And then on Monday is when we really start into the meat of the course. On Monday, I want you to kind of read through this first unit. And you'll notice the unit numbers don't match up, like it says Unit 2 over here and Unit 1 over here. Don't pay much attention to that. But this first unit is really just kind of making sure your computer is ready to go for this class. There's some certain programs you're going to need and certain browsers that you'll want to use. So read through this on Monday, and then on Tuesday at our Class Connect, I'll kind of go over this with you just to make sure everybody is set up and ready to go. And then units 3 through 8 are more geared towards actual kind of building a website, which gets pretty fun. So that's kind of how the course works, and I showed you these at the beginning of the video, but I'll show you again. This is going to be our assignment video library. A lot of these assignments can be pretty tough, so I've actually recorded myself completing them, and I have the links posted here. So if you're ever struggling on an assignment, you can go to our video library and click on the assignment, the link that you're working on, and that will take you to a YouTube video that I've made that where I kind of walk through the assignment with you to kind of just help you with completing some of those tougher assignments. So be sure to always look at these links here for some videos over the assignments. And that should be about it. I'm thinking of the first couple assignments, you will be submitting them to the Dropbox. So hopefully you've been through those orientation videos by now. The welcome video, you'll copy and paste those questions and your responses into a Word document and submit them to the welcome video Dropbox. My view is a little different than yours, but you'll just submit it as an attachment to the appropriate Dropbox. Okay, I think I've covered everything that I want to cover in this video, so make sure you get those questions answered that go along with this video and get that submitted, and that'll be your first assignment.